Hi everyone. In this video, I will show you how to join database and Excel data together without knowing SQL. So for example, your customer list is in an Excel file and your orders are in a database. And if you need to combine them and you don't know SQL and your IT team is too busy to help, so let me show you how to do this in EasyMorph. So no SQL required, no coding, just a few clicks. So let's get started. So to download EasyMorph, go to easymorph.com and hover over download in the menu and select download EasyMorph. And if you scroll down a bit, you'll see the download button. Just click on the download button. The installation will take place and you'll be ready to use EasyMorph in a couple of minutes. I already have it installed on my computer. So let me show you the data that we are going to use today. So here is our Excel file with customer information like customer ID, full name, email, phone, city, and state. And we have 10 customers in total. And pay attention to this customer ID column. So this is going to be our join key. So it's the column that exists in both our Excel file and our database. And it's what lets us match the right customer to the right orders. And our orders lives in a database. So each order has an order ID, a customer ID that links back to our customer list. So here our goal is simple. Combining these two data sets, so for every order we can also see the customer's name, email, phone, city, and state. And that's called a join. So now let me open EasyMorph and create a new blank project. So first let me import the customer's Excel file. For that I need to go to add data, import file, import Excel spreadsheet and select the customer's Excel file. And here are our 10 customers with all their details. So now let's connect to the database. So to connect to a database, I need to set up a connector first. So I'll go to start page and select add or edit connectors and click new connector and then SQL. And here you can see all the database types that EasyMorph supports. We have Microsoft SQL Server, MySQL, Oracle, Snowflake, and we have wide range of options. So you would select whatever database your team uses and enter the connection details. So your database administrator can give you the server address, database name, and credentials. Once it is set up, you or anyone on your team can use this connector anytime. So it's a one-time setup, connect once and use forever. So I will set up my connector. I will select a SQLite and give it a name, orders database, and point it to our database file and click OK. And that's it. We are connected to the orders database and close it. Now let's go back to the main module so that we can bring the database data. For that, I will add an action called import from database and click edit query to open the visual query editor. So this is what makes it possible without SQL. So for the connector, I will choose the orders database connector that we just created. So here on the left side, you can see the tables that we have in our database. So if I click the drop down, it shows all the available tables. Here we have orders and invoices. I will select the orders table because that's the data we need. So when I select orders, you can see all the available fields like order ID, customer ID, order date, product quantity, unit price, total amount, and status. You can select or unselect these fields if you want. And now I can even add filtering conditions. So let me drag the status field into the filter area, and I will click on pick and select delivered and click OK. So this means we will only import orders that have been delivered. And if you look down, we can also preview the data right here underneath the query editor. And I can see exactly what I'm going to get before I even import it. And all of this without writing a single line of SQL. Just drag, drop, and click. And now click OK and then apply it. And our orders data from the database all imported in seconds. So now for the exciting part, joining these two tables together. So on our orders table, I will add an action called merge another table, and I will select our customers table as the table to merge from. And for the matching column, I will select customer ID from both tables. So this tells EasyMorph how to match rows. An order with customer ID will get the information from the customer with the same ID. So now for the join type, so this is important because it decides what happens with unmatched rows. So let me explain each option. So we have lookup. It finds the first matching row from the other table and brings in the values. Simple and fast. And left join. It keeps all rows from this table, our orders, and adds customer info wherever there is a match. If an order doesn't have a matching customer, the customer fields will be empty but the orders stay. And we have full join. It keeps all rows from both tables. Every order stays, every customer stays, even if there is no match on either side. And we have inner join. It keeps only the rows that match in both tables. And if an order has no matching customer, that order gets removed. And if a customer has no orders, that customer gets removed. And for our case, I will use left join. So this way we can keep all our orders and bring in customer details wherever we find a match. If there is an order with a customer ID that doesn't exist in our Excel file, that order stays, but the customer fields will just be empty. So we can spot those and investigate later. So I will get these columns from the customer's Excel file table. So before I finalize, let me click Profile to preview. So what the merged data will look like. So this is one of my favorite features in EasyMorph. On the left, you can see our orders table before merge. So this is our starting point. In the middle, you can see the tables after the merge. You can see it now. It has more columns because the customer information has been added. And on the right, you can see the customer Excel table stays unchanged. So the merge doesn't modify your source data. And down here are the matching statistics. We have the matched duplicate keys. So these are orders that match it to the customers who appear in multiple orders. And we have matched unique keys, orders that match it to a unique customer, and we have matched not matched keys, And these are orders with customer IDs that doesn't exist in our Excel file. So this preview is incredibly helpful, and you can verify that the join looks correct before you commit to it. If something looks wrong, wrong number of matches or too many unmatched rows, you can go back and fix it before running the merge. So everything looks good here. So let me hide this profile and apply it. And now look at this. Every order now has the customer full name, email, phone, city, and state. And let me sort this by right clicking on it, sort ascending. So you can see the orders ID in ascending order. So now let's do a quick quality check to make sure everything looks good. So for that, I will right click on the full name column and select filter or profile. Let me go to the profile tab. So here we can see a summary of the data in this column. So how many values, how many unique values and other statistics. And if I go to suggestions, EasyMorph checks for potential data quality issues. So in our case, it says no potential data quality issues have been identified, which means our join went smoothly. But this is a really useful feature to know about. And if you had empty values, duplicates, or errors, they would show up here. And you could add a filter by type action to clean them up. So our data looks clean, so let's move on to exporting. Now let's export this combined data. For that, I will add an action called export into Excel file and choose my output folder and name the file name as combined underscore data and save it and apply it. Now let me run the full workflow and we are done. Now let me open the result. And here it is. Database orders and Excel customer data combined into one clean spreadsheet. So every order has the customer's name, email, phone, city, and state right alongside it. So no SQL queries, no IT tickets, just clean join data ready to use. And that's how you join database and Excel data together using EasyMorph without knowing SQL.